Good evening all. I'm Aditi Lamba with the Tues night edition of South Asian News, Vision of Asia. We are coming to you from our studio in New York City. Welcome to the show. Let's begin the episode taking a look at the coronavirus pandemic and its impact. The world has surpassed 182 million cases of COVID-19 with now nearly 4 million deaths. India has surpassed 30 million cases of COVID-19 with at least 398,000 deaths. Coronavirus cases in the country have declined from the devastating peak in April and May. However, health experts have said that India should brace for a third wave by October. Today, government officials said that India has granted emergency approval of Moderna for COVID-19 vaccine. This is the fourth vaccine that has been approved for emergency use and hopes to speed a vaccination program across India. Here in the United States, we are at more than 33 million COVID-19 cases and at least 604,000 deaths. More than 46.3% of the US population is now fully vaccinated, with 16 states having reached President Biden's goal to vaccinate 70% with at least one dose by July 4th. But experts are worried about the impact of the Delta variant on the states with low vaccination rates. More on coronavirus updates along with South Asian cultural events are on the show tonight, so let's go ahead and take a look at the headlines. World Health Organization urges fully vaccinated people to wear masks, Dr. Tushar, Patel, New Jersey. Indian Consulate and International Ahimsa Foundation celebrate Mahavir Jayanti, New York City. Aromananda Foundation USA hosts International Yoga Day, Queens, New York. It's time for a short break on Vision of Asia South Asian News segment. We'll be right back. Welcome back. I'm Aditi Lamba and this is Vision of Asia Tuesday night episode of South Asian News. On the coronavirus pandemic and more, the World Health Organization is now urging fully vaccinated people to continue wearing masks indoors and practice social distance as the Delta variants first identified in India spreads across the world. The organization also has stated that the spread of COVID-19 infections is now outpacing vaccines because of the dangerous Delta variant. Here in the US, this variant has been reported in nearly all the states and is accounting for 1 in every 5 new cases of the coronavirus. This has caused the health community to worry about a potential of a COVID-19 surge in the fall, especially in the states with low vaccination rates. In these states, nearly every death related to COVID-19 has been seen in unvaccinated community, and the CDC has said that nearly all adult COVID-19 deaths are now preventable. You can visit vaccine.gov to find the nearest location to you to get inoculated. On this and much more, we spoke with ITV Gold's health expert Dr. Tushar Patel, urging all to wear masks in crowded outdoor gatherings, even when fully vaccinated. Here is Dr. Patel. My first question to you, a big news that came from World Health Organization. Today, the World Health Organization has urged fully vaccinated people to continue wearing masks indoors and practice social distancing as the Delta variant surges in parts of the world. They have made their guidance split from the CDC, who has now allowed everyone to be indoors that's fully vaccinated without a mask. How are you looking at this? Why did WHO go against the CDC guidelines?
So the WHO is looking at the long-run data from this pandemic, what we learned from last year. Delta variant is definitely a concern, area of concern. It's a dominant strain, estimated 10% of cases in the USA, and responsible for about 20% new infections in the country. 1 in 5 infection is from Delta variant. The good news is a lot of people already vaccinated. However, there are so many people in this country more than 50% are still not vaccinated. So
Right.
that is the whole reason WHO is giving this guidance to be careful and take precautionary measures now, so we don't end up in getting the second or third wave in this country like before.
They're also saying that the spread of coronavirus is now outpacing vaccinations. Again, this is a global perspective they have had. Some of that is actually happening here in the United States as well. We have states with low vaccination rates. How are you looking at that, and how does this Delta variant truly affect people that are fully vaccinated?
So, as you know, only 46% people in this country are fully vaccinated. There are 5 states less than 35% vaccination rate: Alabama, Arkansas, Louisiana, Mississippi, and Wyoming. So the southern and western states are not doing so well, and we have free movement in this country. That definitely can lead to a new surge of infections in this country when the fall and winter comes. So that is the whole reason we all need to be vaccinated as quickly as possible.
So let's talk about a little bit more about these states, Dr. Patel. I have a question where I would like to know, how are these states that are vaccinated, such as fully 70% vaccinated with at least one dose, such as New York, New Jersey, Connecticut, how will they get affected if the other states that have low vaccination rate continue to do so?
Definitely, that could impact our progress as well in this part of the country, and that is the whole reason we have to be careful now, because those 5 states can bring the infections to our states here in this part of the country, and definitely we can have a next surge because our younger population are not fully vaccinated yet. Many of our population in this state also not fully vaccinated yet. So that is definitely can impact the overall progress of this pandemic in this country.
According to John Hopkins, doctor, 23 states had more cases in the latest week than the week before, and 26 states had more deaths than a week earlier. My question to you, I think I've asked you this before, have we reopened too fast?
I think after the fully vaccinated people, some states like Northeast states, New York, New Jersey, Connecticut, they opened up the way it's supposed to be. However, is too early to say that we opened up too quickly. One stats I want to give is yesterday only we had 15,000 new cases in this country. So we are not off the hook yet. We still have concerns, and I think states should take all the measures they can to reduce the spread when the fall and the winter month comes.
You know, this is summer. People are going out. My question to you is, how should they be behaving outside when they are outdoors? You know, recently, pride parades across the country gathered thousands of people together, hopefully all vaccinated, but they were maskless. Should this be happening right now?
No, so my message right now is for the outdoor activities, if you are 100% sure, if they check the IDs for the people who got vaccinated, they can be maskless. Other gatherings, indoor or outdoor, regardless of the mask, they should have the mask available for them and wearing the mask, because it is very tricky situation for the outdoor and indoor settings. So it's very important that we protect ourselves by wearing the mask.
Right. Again, the mask has always been a topic of discussion. 4th of July weekend is coming up, Doctor. White House is going to have a celebration. I'm sure most of them or all of them will be vaccinated. But how should the rest of the public celebrate this? Because usually it's parades, flocking to the beach, large gatherings. Again, what's your advice?
Large gatherings with the close proximity of people whom you don't know if they are vaccinated or not, you should wear the mask. That is the only way you can get the protection, especially the young individuals who did not even get one vaccine dose. That is my message to the viewers, that they should get the vaccination as quickly as possible, because even the outdoor setting with the close proximity, you can spread the virus, and definitely you can spread the pandemic more.
Let's talk about the vaccines a little bit, Doctor. Pfizer has said that it is 88% effective against the Delta variant. Moderna has come out and has said that its vaccine is effective against most and all variants. Now, I'm looking at this 88% effectiveness. Is that something that you worry about?
Yes, I definitely worry about that because the problem with the Delta variant is 50% more contagious than the Alpha variant and is responsible for causing more severe illness and hospitalization. So even if you are fully vaccinated and if you come into contact with someone with Delta variant, you may spread the virus.
Wow, that is a thing of concern here. When we're looking at Moderna, Moderna also has come out and said that its immunity can last longer. The vaccine immunity can last longer than perhaps a year. Right now, there's a lot of conversation happening about the booster shots for the vaccine. My question to you is, why do we need these booster shots, and when do you predict we'll be needing them?
I think my prediction is about 6 to 9 months protection at the most. I do not believe this protection will last longer because we have these variants coming up and the virus mutates just like flu virus every year. So I think the one season is gone. So the next season comes this fall. We may need the vaccination this year or early next year.
This month, we have been seeing multiple celebrations of the 7th International Day of Yoga, which has been annually celebrated in June following its beginning in the United Nations General Assembly in 2014. This was an idea proposed by Indian Prime Minister Narendra Modi, who stated that yoga is an invaluable gift of India's ancient tradition. It embodies unity of mind and body, thought and action, restraint and fulfillment, and harmony between man and nature. He also said that yoga is a holistic approach to health and well-being. This occasion of the International Day of Yoga raises awareness worldwide of the many benefits of practicing yoga. This year, the theme was Yoga for Well-being, marking a time when COVID-19 pandemic continues to change lives and livelihoods of people globally. On this, recently in Queens, New York, the Aromananda Foundation USA, a non-profit, hosted International Yoga Day, gathering the South Asian community of the area. The event saw yoga stretches, meditation, laughter yoga, and much more. Here are some highlights of the yoga demonstration at the Aromananda Foundation's International Day of Yoga.
Especially for the poorest of the poor, for orphan children in India.
Direction. Take a complete circle. ऊपर से
Not talking. No, don't go. Watch. No peeking. So, no. You saw me, right? So, what did I tell you? From the beginning, what was the things I told you?
8 steps. 8 that is. Okay, so we did Vrikshasana. Today is
yoga, right? No talking. Now pay attention. You will be okay. So what happened, Jago? Jago will show what happened at the end. What happened, Jago? What did you do? So what did Badri do? Don't worry. Okay, and then you have to laugh.
Ha ha ho ho ha 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 ho ho ha ha ho ho ha
And it's now time for another short break on Vision of Asia, Voice of the Community. Don't go anywhere, we'll be right back. Welcome back, I'm Aditi Lama and this is Vision of Asia South Asian News segment. Let's now take a look at the International Ahimsa Foundation, which was formed in 2012 in order to spread the message of non-violence and peace from Jain principles to the community. The goal of this foundation is to promote these teachings by providing dialogue, peace-building activities, and civic engagement across cultures. On these principles, recently the International Ahimsa Foundation, in collaboration with the Indian Consulate in New York, celebrated Mahavir Jayanti, Lord Mahavir's birth anniversary at the Consulate's premises. Lord Mahavir was the 24th and last spiritual leader of the Jain religion and established the core principles of Jainism: non-violence, truth, non-stealing, chastity, and non-attachment. These principles were then adopted by Mahatma Gandhi and later Martin Luther King Jr. At the event, the Consulate saw many members and supporters of the International Ahimsa Foundation, along with community leaders, Consul General Ranthir Jaiswal, and special guest Congresswoman Carolyn Maloney. Here are some highlights.
Today to celebrate nonviolence and to remember the incredible leadership of Gandhi. I am Congresswoman Carolyn Maloney and I represent the Consulate, and I'm here celebrating with the Consulate General of India. We are working to get vaccines to our ally India, and that helped. But also by August 15th, 2022 will be the 75th anniversary of Indian independence. So we need to pass the Congressional Gold Medal honoring Gandhi. Nelson Mandela from South Africa and Martin Luther King from America have both received it. They both said they were led by Gandhi in their leadership. So it's long past due to honor one of the greatest leaders in history, India's Gandhi.
My warm greetings to all of you from the Indian Consulate. We are here with the Ahimsa Foundation, celebrating our civilizational wealth, our values of Ahimsa, of non-violence, which has been part and parcel of Indian life for centuries and for millennia. May Ahimsa, may non-violence, may our civilizational values bring joy and happiness in our lives today and always. Thank you.
Hi, I'm Dr. Neeta Jain, founder and president of International Ahimsa Foundation. We are at the Indian Consulate in New York here today, celebrated Lord Mahavir's birth anniversary of 2,620 years, who gave a message of non-violence and peace to this world, and live and let live, which is more relevant in today's world than ever. Due to this coronavirus pandemic, we learn how to respect each other. We learn how to accept each other. We learn how to live with each other. And that is the message we celebrated today from Mahavir to Mahatma. Mahatma Gandhi was a big follower of Jain principles. By the way, his mother was a Jain lady, and he adopted non-violence in his political and in his social life, and he ran the movement of Ahimsa.
Efforts of the International Ahimsa Foundation as well as the Consulate General of India in promoting the values which Lord Mahavira stood for. The core principles of Jainism were discussed. There has been enthusiastic participation also from a large number of guests who came and heard the speakers. We hope that this event will go a long way in further taking out and spreading the message of Lord Mahavira and Jainism. Thank you.
Hi, my name is Shanu Jain. I'm the member of International Ahimsa Foundation. I have been working with Dr. Jain since many years. She coordinates these kind of events like 2 to 3 times a year, and she not only involves the adults but also the kids. I remember going to the UN schools with her to teach the kids non-violence as an after-school class. She tries to not only practice non-violence in your speech but also in your actions. Dr. Neeta Jain, she has really worked hard for this community, sending the message out to everybody, to the world, on non-violence and peace. And I really look forward to having more such events with her and with everybody here. Thank you.
Jai Jinendra. Myself, Nitin Ajmera. I'm the chairperson of the Parliament of World Religions. I'm here for this Ahimsa Day Foundation celebration of Mahavir Janma Kalyanak. It was a beautiful event. And as a chairperson of the Parliament of World Religions, it is my honor to see that we are carrying forward the messages of Mahatma Gandhi, of Mahavir Bhagwan, of Nelson Mandela, of Martin Luther King. And in fall of this year, in October, we are organizing a virtual convention, and we invite all of you to talk about compassion, healing, and action. That is our theme, and we are looking forward to having all of you. And I welcome everyone who is present here to please come and join us in the convention.
It was a great event. It's great to be here along with Neeta Jain and the Council General and all of the distinguished individuals that celebrated the history and the culture that goes back to the 6th century. Dealing with nonviolence and understanding the connection between the historic times of Mr. Mahavir and Mr. Gandhi, connecting with Dr. King and Mr. Mandela, bringing it on up today. It is a message what the world needs to hear today. It would help solve a lot of our problems. So I'm delighted to be here with some great people that has made a lot of contributions to the United States of America.
Jai Jinendra. My name is Ritesh Shah. I'm a president of Jain Center of America, New York. It was very nice to invite us today for Mahavir Janma Kalyanak Mahotsav. And it was very well and nice performance for International Ahimsa Foundation. Thank you, Neetaji, for inviting us today. And thank you.
I feel honored to be able to be part of this important event, not only recognizing the important teachings that are still at the center of debates and at the center of education today, the teachings of Mahavir, but to also support the wonderful work done by the International Ahimsa Foundation and all the partners. I feel like they're doing something that will be helpful to children, especially those vulnerable children around the world. And I hope that my wife and I and our friends and family can be a part of this. We're honored to be here. Jai Jinendra.
Well, this wraps up our show for the night. Please send us your suggestions and get your voices and organization on our show. Email us on events@itvgold.com or follow us on Facebook @itvgold. You can also subscribe to our YouTube channel to watch many of our popular shows for free. Thank you for joining us tonight from Queens, New York. This is Vision of Asia, and I am Diti Lamba. Take care and be well. much.